You think the Mafia died with the old Dons, buried in suits and silence? Think again, because their sons, the new generation, aren't dealing with guns or streets anymore. They're rewriting the code of power, one line at a time. Welcome to the Digital Underworld. Stay till the end, because what you're about to hear might change the way you look at power, crime, and even freedom itself. Subscribe, because this story is only the beginning. The old blood built empires from fear. They ran drugs, rackets, and streets soaked in loyalty and betrayal. But their heirs, the new bloodlines, were born with Wi-Fi instead of brass knuckles. They watched their fathers fall, one by one, to bullets or indictments, and they swore never to repeat their mistakes. Instead of controlling corners, they control servers. Instead of laundering cash through casinos, they launder crypto through code. And while the FBI still plays catch-up, these digital heirs have already gone global. They're smart, educated, and ruthless. Most of them never even saw the streets. They wear designer suits, quote Nietzsche, and build empires in cyberspace. They don't need to pull triggers. They just pull data. One of them, known only as Nero, was the son of a once feared East Coast boss. While the old man rotted in prison, Nero learned coding, algorithms, and blockchain. By 21, he was moving more money in crypto than his father ever did in cash. But Nero didn't want to just make money. He wanted control. He built an encrypted network, the grid, where deals, data, and digital identities could be traded anonymously. No guns, no witnesses, no blood. Yet every transaction could ruin a life or topple a corporation. The grid became the new black market, invisible, efficient, and unstoppable. The irony, many of the world's most respected companies now unknowingly depend on the same infrastructure Nero's men helped create. Data centers, crypto wallets, cloud storage, all touched by the hands of the digital underworld. But power always attracts enemies. Rival groups emerged, some old-school cartels trying to adapt, others born entirely online. Russian syndicates, Asian crypto collectives, even rogue intelligence agents all wanted a piece of the new empire. The digital mob wars had begun. There were no gunfights, no bodies in alleys, just cyber attacks, deepfakes, and silent extortion. A CEO wakes up to find his company's secrets exposed. A politician's emails leak a week before the election. A trillion-dollar market crashes overnight. Behind every one of those moves, a son of the old world. But here's the twist. Some of these digital dons don't even see themselves as criminals. They call it balancing the system. They claim governments are corrupt, corporations are greedy, and only they can restore order. They build their own codes of honor, anonymity, precision, loyalty to the algorithm. No killing, no chaos, just quiet domination. Law enforcement? They're chasing shadows. Every lead dies in encryption. Every trace leads to a dead server. Agents who go too deep either vanish or resign. Some even switch sides, tempted by money, power, or ideology. And then there's the Council, a rumored network of second-generation mobsters, hackers, and rogue bankers who meet once a year somewhere off-grid. Their goal? To unite the fragments of digital crime into one invisible syndicate, not for war, but for total market control. The new bloodlines don't care about borders. They own them. They control trade routes that exist only in data and currencies that never touch a bank. They are, in every sense, the heirs of power. The only difference? Their guns are made of code, and their wars are silent. So next time you hear about a market crash, a crypto heist, or a massive data breach, ask yourself, was it just an accident? Or was it a message from the new generation of dons? Because make no mistake, the Mafia didn't die. It evolved. And its sons are building an empire the old men could only dream of. An empire not of blood, but of bytes. If you want to keep uncovering the dark alliances between technology, money, and organized power, hit subscribe. The story of the new Bloodlines has just begun, and trust me, you won't want to miss the next chapter.